give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. Yeah, you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can take you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Fools are calling and the eyes seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me this time is coming, for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you, why? Just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat inside, I cross the lines just to tell you, don't leave the way, don't leave us.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my final word. Taking chances against the just against what? Calling a game, pushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage. I've been nothing for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a pre-recorded edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update and the first edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update on A Plus Productions. I am your co-host, Andre C. Joining me, as always, it's the wonderful, it's the ever-effervescent, it's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I'm doing pretty okay this week, Andre. It's been a doozy. It has been a doozy, and we are getting into a bit of a chaotic weekend here. We're pre-recording this because we are currently at SmackDown in Edmonton here, probably losing our ish because we're seeing Tommy Tonga and Tonga Loa for the first time, and is not in a New Japan ring, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah.
And that's probably a problem. And then we're catching a local show, sort of local show, outside of town show, sort of. We're going on an adventure.
We're going to adventure to Onaway.
Adventure time? Go and tell your friends.
Oh.
You
But
do,
yeah,
my friend.
I've had a very up and down last week or so.
Relatable.
I'll admit struggling with the mental health a little bit this last week or two. So, I've been doing better. Things are on the positive upswing and doing this show with you. So it's always positive to all y'all on OLE watching in the YouTube or on the Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a pre-recorded, so we will not be responding to the chat. Thank you so much. As Mel said, we're at as you're watching this. If you're watching this live or on SmackDown, and if you're listening on A Plus Productions, this comes out on Saturday morning. So just know this is usually a live show that we do on the OLE Twitch and YouTube, but it's going to be coming to you in your ear holes either on Saturday or Sunday after it goes live on OLE.
Assaulting your ear holes on a weekly basis now.
Yes, every week we're going to assault the ear holes. So for all those tuning in for the first time, we're here to just give you an update on some of the stories we have been looking at this past week in Japanese professional wrestling. So we're going to get into it. We're going to kick it off in Stardom. We're going to Japan. We're going to kick it off in Stardom, our one of our favorite companies in the world. Yeah, and we're going to talk. I gotta make some changes here. I have my production issues. My seconds, I'm bad. I'm not prepared for the first graphic. We're gonna talk 5-star Grand Prix. It wrapped up last weekend on August 31st, and ending Andre month.
Yes, I love that you made a big deal about me getting a day. Mama Jamma took the month.
I'm just doing it because you were. So
I did not mention my birthday after the week.
You kept saying Melball month. So.
No, I did not. I require proof. However.
So being to that point, the final eight came down to Sayaka Mitani versus Starlight Kid, with Sayaka Mitani defeating Starlight Kid, Hanan defeating Suri, which was a huge surprise for me on the August 28th show. Like,
considering how dominant Shuri was being in this tournament, very big surprise.
Yeah. Mayu Iwatani defeating Natsupoi to move into the semifinals, and Maika defeating Azumi to get into the semifinals. So it's set up this block right here. And we'll talk this one first. We'll talk Hanan and Sayaka Mitani. Very good match of Sayaka Mitani channeling that hate flow through her and defeating Hanan to move on to the 5-star Grand Prix finals.
Yes, man, have I enjoyed this evolution, this kind of rebirth, if you will, of the Golden Phoenix into the Phoenix Queen now. Is that what she's called now? Phoenix Queen.
Phoenix
It's
Queen.
just spelt a little oddly. The character change, the character development that she's gone on, so good. But the costume change has been tremendous. Fits right. I was worried when I first saw that she had decided to jump ship into Hate. Now I'm not. This tournament has won me over with her. I feel she's in the exact place that she needs to be, doing the character development and work that she needs to for herself and her career. I love it.
Yeah. And then the other semifinal match that we're going to mention here, it was Mayu Iwatani versus Maika. And Maika defeating the IWGP Women's Champion to move on to the finals. So does that mean win the 5-star or not, win the championship or not? Does that mean she gets a shot at the IWGP title? I would say yes.
I would have to also agree, not just because Maika is one of my favorite talents in this company, if not the favorite talent right now, with the exit of my favorite Utami. I've also enjoyed this kind of evolution that we've seen of Maika when at the beginning of this tournament, debuting a new look, a new new music, kind of new everything, with the news also coming out that I'm sure we're going to talk about later. I wonder if that's maybe a catalyst for the beginning of this change. But yes, I am excited to see.
What news are you talking about?
The news that you are kind of equally happy and unhappy about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's coming back. So that's
okay. Good.
Well, we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. So she's coming back. So
cool. I didn't want to give it away too early. So, yeah, I would have to agree. I would love to see Maika take on Mayu, and Mayu has been kind of dabbling with that title for a hot minute. I gotta say though, there's been a definite kind of lull in it. I don't know if it's just because of the Grand Prix tournament or what, but kind of missing seeing that championship being defended regularly would like to kind of see either a massive title defense from her, or maybe, drop it to someone who's going to start taking it around a little bit.
She did have a couple defenses in other companies, and they
Mhm.
did eventually get posted on Stardom World. But yeah,
Yeah, it's that eventually problem that they are a little slow with the uploads on the Stardom site there. However, I do love and appreciate that a lot of their shows are separated by match, so it makes it a little easier to find.
So jump into the final 3 matches. We're going to talk the future Stardom title. And what was it's Rina defending against her sister Hina. And what was a very surprising finish to me, Rina submitting Hina to retain the title. I really thought this was going to be a change here. I really thought Hina was going to pick up this title.
I mean, she put up one hell of a fight too, let me tell you. But I gotta say, that year away really did do a lot of disservice, I think, to Hina. Rina has been killing it. And I think that the right person did retain in this. That being said, I would like to see it happen again.
Hmm?
And maybe this time with a little bit different of a result, but Rina has been dominant, and with the emergence of hate and some of the things that have happened around hate and around that faction, I think the title needs to stay here for now.
I would say run it back at Dream Queendom on the 29th of December.
Hey, why not?
Yeah. And then the semi-main event of the show was for a singles match for the World of Stardom Championship. With the biggest problem I have with this entire show, Tam Nakano defeating Natsuko Tora for the championship, and I went, "What the heckin' fudge?"
Yeah, I had a lot more colorful language for that, but yeah, I mean, the match itself was great.
Oh, amazing! Like,
Incredible.
these women tore it down. They tore it down.
100%. Like, Tora is a monster, an absolute beast in that ring. So well educated, so good at what she does, unquestionably dominant. And Tam Nakano, also extremely educated, tough as nails little girl who like doesn't back down from absolutely anything, sometimes to her detriment. But this, how much credibility does this take away, first of all, from hate as a faction, and then Natsuko Tora as a wrestler? This was her first defense. Yeah. And she was the first one to dethrone Micah from her very dominant reign coming in. And Micah kind of came in at a very weird time in Stardom, very much how Shingo held the IWGP title in New Japan at a weird time. Micah had a great run. I expected the person to dethrone her to have an equally long run. To see Tora lose to the one person who I think had the worst Grand Prix tournament run this year in Tam Nakano, it's like, it almost kind of goes like, she couldn't beat everybody else, but she could beat the world champion. What she doesn't take into consideration is not everybody else who kicked her ass in the Grand Prix now is looking at her like, hey, I can beat you pretty easily by the scenes of it. For some people, it's very concerning. And I look at this and go, Okada of the non-Kazuchika kind, I hope Thekla hits you again. Like, so it's this was the most baffling thing to come out of Stardom this week. It makes no sense.
Yeah, and then Micah already cashing in. She's going to be challenging Tam on the 14th of September.
And then what happens if she wins?
It's a hot potato belt. It's like,
And yeah, I was going to say, what kind of credibility is he going to take away now, not just from the women who are facing each other for this title, but this title overall? It's not the KOPW championship, you guys. This is supposed to be the most prestigious freaking title in your company, aside from the IWGP Women's Championship. Fix
Yeah.
it.
And again, it's giving me bad feelings of late 90s, early 2000s professional wrestling that was booked by one named Vince Russo.
Ooh, is that what we're going to call him now? Okada Russo?
Okada Russo. Yeah, Taro Okada is now Okada Russo.
Okada Russo.
Yeah.
Vince Okada.
So the main event was, again, the graphic was the showing who could be in there. Micah versus Saya Kamitani in what was an insanely amazing 5-star Grand Prix final. 27 minutes, 23 seconds with Micah defeat, as I said, because I guess I already spoiled it, Micah defeating Saya Kamitani to become this year's 5-star Grand Prix champion, and then putting out the challenge for September 14th against Tam Nakano for the red belt. So it's like, whew, she ain't waiting.
Yeah.
She ain't taking no time.
Very Zack Sabre Jr. of her, hey? What an emotional battle this was. Like, Kamitani, especially at the end there, was just beside herself while still being able to maintain her heel kind of persona, still showing emotion, but being like, nah, doing her little eye thing. And what a match this was, especially because Kamitani was kind of buddy with Micah and Empress Nexus Venus after the disbandment of Queen's Quest. The turn of both of these women into what it, like, oddly enough, the two women who made the biggest changes in this tournament ended up being in the finals.
Yep. I really like that. It told a great story.
Absolutely. Gold star, Okada Russo. That you didn't mess up.
No, he's Okada H then, because Triple H is doing great things with Bookie. So in this case,
Okada
he's Okada
Hunter?
H. He's Okada H. Or
Okada
he's triple Okada. He's triple Okada.
Triple Okada. I can deal with that. Okay. When he does something right, it's triple Okada. When he messes up, it's Okada Russo. Got it.
So yeah, I had the picture of Micah with her beautiful.
How happy she is.
No, she had a black, but she was so spent after that match. So you can see it in her.
Wow.
Yeah. So 2 quick notes for upcoming matches this coming weekend. Or is this weekend? This Sunday.
Yeah.
On Stardom. We just 2 things. Mina Shirakawa, who after reports saying she was moving to the United States, she's going to be back in Stardom on the 8th. So I don't know if the rumors are true or not, but I hope they are, but I hope they're not. I don't know. I don't know how to feel in this situation. If she's closer, it means great. More of a chance to get a chance to watch her live. But I love watching her in Stardom. So
yeah,
breaking my brain.
Right. I mean, at least now, if she starts to show up on AEW more, which I suspect is going to be AEW and Ring of Honor, that she's probably going to start popping up on a little bit more, which I'm here for Ring of Honor. I don't know how I feel about AEW unless whoever did the creative angle with Mariah May and Tony Storm is in charge of her. At least we might be able to actually see her wrestle live instead of just run in and make out with Mariah May.
Which was good too, but
I mean, yeah, but like as a lady, I would have really liked to see her, wrestle.
Me too.
And instead of just being flown in for that.
I gotta win the lottery so I can give one of the promoters here money to book her.
Yeah. Please get on it.
I need to do that. And the other match announced for September 8th.
Wait. Sorry. I wanted to just comment real quick. Rana Yagami. If y'all
I love her new gear.
Yes, I was just gonna say her gear gives me very much like Roppongi 3K show vibes. And if you loved Roppongi 3K show, you will love Rana Yagami right now. She is wrestling so solidly. This woman has a natural talent for this sport. Her timing is so good. Her strikes are so good. Her selling is so good. Her, like, everything about her look, the people she's working with, the things she is doing. If you don't know who Rana Yagami is, look her up. I have to showcase this girl. She's absolutely killing it.
Yeah. And this match is great because it's like two of my favorite people from Stardom in this, and Saida and Mina Shirakawa, along with someone who is very quickly moving up the rankings for me and somebody I really love in this company in Rana Yamagi. So like it's great. It's great.
Yes.
And then the other match, high speed title match. It's May Sarah, our little May defending against Xena.
Oh, that's going to be a very interesting match. Clash of styles in there, because I do think that Xena, especially with that lucha libre kind of styling she's been pulling out a lot lately, her speed has gone up crazy. But man, that power that she packs in her back pocket that she loves to flex, woo! That spinning body slam she does, dizzy out little May. She's got her work cut out for her.
So moving over to the other women's promotion that we report on in Japan, Marigold. The Dream Star Grand Prix has started in Marigold. Yes. It's so gosh darn close. Don't blame me.
No judgment. No judgment.
So right here in the star block, you have Bozilla and Mikue Ono with 4 points, Mai Sakurai with 2, Kazuna Tanaka, Misa Matsuri, and Nane Takahashi all with 0 points, and Sari with technically 0 points, but she has yet to compete. She was not on the first on the two shows that were on August 31st, so they kind of just left her points blank.
Chiaki disappoints me.
Yeah, me too.
Because I watched that match and gosh dang, did she earn that win? That match was killer. Dang it. Chiaki is another one, personal favorite of mine. Very feral, very good at what she does. Natural talent, that one.
Yeah. So, and then moving over to the Dream block, we have Mirai and Natsumi Shozuki and Nori from the independent wrestler that's part of this tournament, all with 3 points. You have Nagisa Nozaki and Hutami Hayashishita both with 2. Victoria Yuzuki with 1, and sadly Chika Koto and my favorite Kuki Amare, both with 0 points. Yeah.
I saw the Nozaki Utami match. Ooh. Who is your daddy on that one? Jeepers Murphy, the strikes. Nozaki is she earned a lot of my fandom in that Marigold versus Noah kind of thing, I think. And then after that point, it's just been impressive. Combined with Chiaki, I am very surprised that they didn't win that Twin Star. Is that what it's called? Twin Star title?
The Twin Star Championship, yeah.
Yeah. What a tournament this has been.
And it's only literally 1 day / 2 shows in, and we're already talking like, dang, and there's only going to get better from here. It's going to be insane.
Oh, yes. Ugh, so good.
So moving on, still talking about Marigold in Noah. I haven't watched this, so I'm going to leave this to Mel. It is from the September 1st show. It is it's Kazuna Tanaka, Bozilla, Miko Ono, and Kuki Amare teaming up to take on Takaze, Sandra M, Irohi Takumi, and the great Sakuya, the daughter of the great Muta. Take us through this one because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, first of all, the great Sakuya's entrance is just so good. I sent it to you. the snap of it. Oh my God. Let me tell you though, the Team Noah, very smart, knowing that Bozilla was one of the biggest threats that they had. They did their damnedest to try to take her out, but man, she is an absolute beast. They struggled a lot. Lots of tension between Takumi and Bozilla in this one. I suspect that there's going to be some kind of showdown because of this. Sakuya actually had to mist Bozilla to take her out of the equation to be able to gain the upset win. And Team Noah actually did gain the upset win over Marigold. And I say upset because there was shenanigans. So many shenanigans. And I would say more so on Team Noah's part than Team Marigold. Just because I feel like Kuki and Miku, or sorry, Kuki and Tanaka, little sweeter girls. They don't tend to cheat. Whereas Team Noah was very determined to get that win. Again, the tension between Takumi and Bozilla definitely boiled over with all of the teams having to intervene to try. And I the keyword being try to separate, because that was all it was. It was an attempt. Attempts were made and they did not work. Bozilla ended up chasing Takumi to the back with her team kind of in tow behind her, yelling their various "please don't kill anybody" in the back there. But yeah, this was a nice little showcase for everybody, being able to kind of pop off all their stuff, see what they're capable of doing. But Bozilla was just an absolute dominant force in this, yeeting everybody around. And maybe that's what caused the problem with Takumi, because I feel like Takumi is used to being that dominant force in the ring. To be standing across from someone who's out dominating her probably didn't sit too well for her. And I don't blame her.
I agree with that. So we'll get back to Noah in just a few minutes. I want to talk about New Japan quickly.
Yes.
It's a couple bits of news. We're going to quickly talk about Capital Collision.
Mm-hmm.
Yuya Uemura out with a torn triceps. He will be out for at least 6 months. So that means he is out at least until after Wrestle Kingdom, sadly. Because I was really warming up to this dude during the 5-star Grand Prix. Yeah.
5-star Grand Prix G1?
Oh, sorry, between the G1. We just finished talking about the Grand Prix. During the G1.
We've been doing a lot of tournaments here. We can forgive that. Yeah. I actually know a couple of dudes from the gym, bodybuilders, who have ruptured their triceps. Not fun, not pleasant. I also though know one of them guys was in the gym the day after he had surgery. So please be easy on this injury, you guys. Do I suspect that he's going to take the whole 6 months? Yes. Do I suspect that he's probably going to take a lot more? Also, yes. I feel like they're going to protect this injury as well as Yuya Uemura going into the future. This guy is one of the future champions of this company. I feel that giving him the maximum time that he needs to kind of heal this up is going to be most beneficial to him. Because I agree, I was warming up to him quite a bit too, because I was very underwhelmed with him when he first came back. Maybe this would be an opportunity for him to find some charisma.
Yeah. And then the other big news coming out of New Japan this week. Jake Lee officially signs on the dotted line. He is officially a member of the New Japan Pro Wrestling roster. He is the smart bastard, only got smarter by putting his name on that contract. He is a war dog. He is one of the mad bastards with him and Gabe Kidd. That is their tag name. And it just makes me happy because I've been a fan of Jake Lee since his days in All Japan Pro Wrestling when he was working there, was getting just he would get a championship, then it would get taken away. He would get it back, and it would get taken away from him in All Japan. Then went over to Noah, got so much more respect, did great there, and I think it's only going to do great here with New Japan full time now.
Sounds like All Japan was Kentang him.
Yeah, I don't think All Japan was ever the right fit for Jake Lee, even though that was his like home.
Mm-hmm.
It was never. It just never worked. They kind of always went to another name to go with him. Injuries also were in there, but still, like when he didn't have an injury, they would go to like a older name, and it just
I mean, you see, some people just can't get over the classics. We've seen that here happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to mention names, but yes, Jake Lee. I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this. I have been very excited about this name since I saw him start feuding with Tetsuya Naito. This can only be beneficial to the War Dogs, especially with Gabe Kidd. Like I love Gabe Kidd. Love Gabe Kidd. I love seeing him in New Japan, but being the strong champion, he's probably going to be spending a lot of time in the U.S. right now. We need some dogs in the ranks, if you will, in Japan holding it down while he's off defending his title. So I'm all for this. I love the addition of him to the War Dogs. I think he's a perfect fit to them. Mm-hmm. I am so happy that he's there and not in House of Torture.
That's the smart torturer.
There would nothing be smart. There would nothing smart about that.
No.
Poor choice.
It would. So quickly, we're going to jump into Capital Collision. I didn't pull up graphics for every matches, but I saw the ones that I think me and Mel find most important anyways. Matt Vandergriff defending his strong survivor position against Alan Breeze, winning a match. I fucking love this kid. Like, yes. Matt Vandergriff is so good. Alan Breeze really did impress me. I think he just kind of looks like Andrade, kind of has a look of Andrade look going on.
I mean, maybe a little more cutesy. Andrade tends to be a little bit more aggressive and mean looking.
Yeah, he's like the cutesy, a little bit softer version of Andrade, in my opinion.
Which I think ended up being perfect for the seemingly starting to turn heelish Matt Vandergriff. Didn't he beat him with a bloody cross?
He did. I was thinking he might be a dog, might have a little bit of dog in him,
Oh. I wouldn't be mad about that. We've been saying I pitched it to you a number of months ago. I thought that Matt Vandergriff would be the perfect Callum Newman to the Bullet Club, if you will, the perfect Kosei Fujita, but like clearly with a little bit maybe more experience coming out of the LA Dojo. I'm impressed. I mean, what better addition to the War Dogs could you ask for with the strong survivor? Yeah.
And then the other match that was on the pre-show, I have to shout it out because it's one of our favorite teams. Empress Nexus Venus, Mina Shirakawa and Hanako defeating Trisha Dora and Viva Van. But Viva Van did not turn on Trisha Dora to join EXV, which just
I have to do it opposite because of the camera.
You're backwards. You have you have V3. There you go. That's the way. V3.
I mean,
but I really enjoy this. It's just a fun just to watch. I think Viva Van is incredible. I think her joining a team like EXV would be perfection.
Absolutely. Especially if Mina is potentially coming to North America a little bit more. I think it would be a great person to have in her corner, especially for like tag matches and stuff. Especially if Mariah is not going to be so available for her.
Yeah, again, bringing somebody in like Viva Van to have make her part of the American. It's the North American side of EXV.
Bring back Club Venus.
Yeah, you don't have to. The Empress isn't over here. You could just be Club Venus over here.
Yeah.
As
Why
simple
not?
as that. Yeah, there you go. This match was the number one contenders match for the strong tag champs. I really, 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 really thought Grizzly Young Veterans was winning this, but Tomohiro Ishii and El Presidente Hiroshi Tanahashi won this and are going to be facing off against TMDK at the next show in Boston or in Massachusetts, where a friend of ours, old Ed, is talking about going to that show.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And we got to quickly shout out Kimmy. It's Ishii.
yeah, Ishii, Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah, Kimmy thinks it's just Ishii.
No, Ishii.
Ishii. We are settling this debate today,
Come
Kimmy.
on, Kimmy. Ishii.
Damn it, Kimmy.
Ishii. Damn it, Kimmy. Ishii. Damn it, Kimmy. Ishii. There's my next hit song.
New remix.
There's my next hit song right there. It's Damn it, Kimmy. Ishii.
Yeah. This was not what I expected to have happen on this.
No, me either.
Like, and in fact, I think this was the least.
Yeah.
Like the ending I wanted the least. You know, I mean, it would have hurt my heart if we had to have TMTK versus TMTK.
But it would have been awesome too.
It could have been. I mean, could you imagine getting Shane Haste in a dingle dangle? He'd be screaming profanities the whole time. It'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, I would love that.
But yeah, I personally actually thought that the young vets were gonna get this one.
Me too.
That being said, though, can we just talk about real quick how the smallest man in this match, I personally think, made the biggest splash in this entire match, which is Robbie freaking Eagles. Mm-hmm. Holy shit, was this guy on fire, flying around all over the place. I pretty much recorded almost all of his stuff for a friend of mine while he was in the ring. He was just doing so good. I'm like, look at this guy move. You have to check this guy out. Holy crap. He was just flying all over the place. There was one point where he did like a little 619 on who was it on the outside? It was one of the vets, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think
it was the one with the hair. I don't know what Drake.
James Drake. James Drake, yeah.
I think it was that one. He took out with the knees and then he hopped into the ring, did something else to the other guy. It was just so insane. He was just boinky, boinky, boinky the whole time. And I was so I've always been impressed with Robbie Eagles, but this match was definitely a show off for Robbie Eagles, I think.
Yeah. And I got to bring this next match up because it was a giant upset.
Yeah.
So it was the Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finlay, Drilla Maloney, and Clark Connors taking on Yoshihashi, Kevin Knight, and Rocky Romero. I'm down with 2/3 of that team. But the wrong team won.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
The Team Yoshi people should not have won.
Team Yoshi people?
Yeah, I just didn't agree with that.
I agree, considering you have a team of non-champions versus a team of champions. Way to devalue your champions, guys. Mm-hmm. I get that there's a story going on, and I hope that means that we're seeing retentions all around. But like, for
Yoshihashi for global champion.
I'd rather see Steve Not So Wild.
No, you wouldn't.
Exactly.
You'd rather see Yoshi as champion.
No, I would know. I would rather see Yano as a champion of something right now than Yoshihashi. I'm sorry. He hasn't. He had some good stuff happen, but you missed your qualifier to get into the G1, my guy. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. Why did you get pushed up to the front? It's the same thing I feel about Yoshihashi in this situation, the same way I feel about Tam Nakano and Natsuko Tora. Tam didn't earn that title. She didn't win that title opportunity. She was on a losing streak. Why did you get a title shot? Same thing with Yoshihashi. You just missed out on a major tournament, and it was your loss. You're at the end of the line. Other people got wins over David Finlay in that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the tournament. They earned their way into the tournament. They should have first dibs on Finlay over Yoshihashi.
I agree with that 100%. 100%.
But how nice was it to see Drilla Maloney and Clark Connors together again?
They're a great team. They're amazing.
Yes. Yes, they are.
We're going to jump over to the strong tag title match. TMDK's Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes defeated Hitch, Shadow, and Virus. And what was a really good match. I thought these two teams, like, the clash of styles worked, I think, so well and make it work. I loved it.
What's great is that even though Virus is a little shorter, a lot shorter than everybody else in the ring, his bulk, he's stocky. He is a very strong and powerful little guy. So to have the two of them against Nichols and Hayes, who in themselves are sizable, but to see the power clash, so good. So good. Really, really good match.
Yeah. And your semi-main event was Gabe Kidd defending his strong openweight championship against Leo Rush in, by God, one of the best matches I've ever seen. Leo Rush and Gabe Kidd just tearing this place apart, just hating on each other so much. But Leo just hanging with the madman here and just take him to the limit. But Gabe Kidd just doing everything he can to continue to hold on to that title.
Did you see how Rush got busted open in this match?
I know. I can't remember. Dude, it's been a few days.
I went back and watched it because I was like, how did that happen? Because I didn't see any weapons. By God, there was a weapon. It was a legal one. Freaking Gabe Kidd hit Rush so hard in
was it
the
just
face.
off the punch? Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I think it was him with a clothesline lariat thingamajig. Just boom. I saw Rush's hands go up and immediately blood. I was like, God damn. How hard did he hit him?
Maybe Gabe maybe Gabe Kidd had razor blades on his arm and just hit him. And
Gabe Kidd himself is a razor blade. My goodness. Utterly incredible. Yeah, the speed at which Leo Rush was moving to just stay out of dodge of Gabe Kidd's strikes, but every time Gabe Kidd was just able to just kind of pick up on it and grab him and yeet. And it was so good. So good.
Yeah, the incredible match. It's on my list for matches, my New Japan matches of the year. So
as it should be.
And arguably the main event, the best Mercedes Moné match I've watched since she became Mercedes Moné. She successfully defended her strong women's championship against Momo Watanabe, and this was so good.
Oh God, yeah, this was a great match. Though I would say Kyrie did bring a lot of great stuff out of Moné also.
I know, but that was IWGP title, but like I thought these two just flowed so well together.
Oh God, yeah.
There's no awkwardness. Everything just seemed to really work.
I feel like the experience of both these ladies contributed to that. Because we know that Mercedes Moné is a very competent, well-educated wrestler. She's done the travel. She's worked the WWE. She's worked the independents. She's trained with so many people. Same with Momo. She's trained with a lot of people. She has a lot of experience, years of experience, just like Moné. I'm not surprised that this was as solid as it was. When you put that much intelligence, that much education, that much just veteranness into the ring, you end up with amazing things. I hope a lot of people got a lot more respect and interest in Momo Watanabe and what she's doing, because goddamn,
Yeah.
she deserves it after that.
Absolutely incredible. So one last stop to make, and it's over in pro wrestling. Noah. N1 victory came to an end. I still haven't seen the finals, but that's where Mel's gonna be the person that's going to talk about it, because you watched that show, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw the match. I still haven't, just because I haven't got it was 3 days ago. I just haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. But quickly, point update in the end. Kaito Kiyomiya and Josh Briggs tied with 10 points, but Kaito Kiyomiya getting the tiebreaker win over NXT's Josh Briggs, along with Jack Morris and Luis Monte with 8, Masakita Miya and Ryohei Oiwa with 7, Dragon Bane with 6, and then Chuchi Kadoge had to withdraw from the tournament, so he had 0 points. Keno won the B block with 11 points, Manabu Soya with 10, Titus Alexander and Tavion Heights from NXT, both with 8 points. Oka Sasaki, Yoshiki Inamura with 6, Alpha Wolf with 5, and then El Hijo Dr. Jr. did have to withdraw from the tournament with an injury.
Mm-hmm.
But again, incredible tournament. I loved how over Josh Briggs and Tavion Heights got, and really pushing that working together relationship with NXT here.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And this show, once again, we were treated to a few more matches with these guys. And yeah, this was the first time that I've kind of been exposed to these guys, because I haven't really been on the WWE NXT train in a hot minute. So I didn't really know who they were. Tremendously amazing introduction to them. But the finals, holy shit.
So Kaito Kiyomiya, the current GHC champion, put his title on the line in the finals of the N1 victory, which usually gets you a shot at the title. So it just became a championship match. Just give us a little update on this one.
Oh my God. Where to start? First of all, the tension going into this match was awesome, especially Kaito. We know how sassy Kaito Kiyomiya can be.
Sassy.
He is perpetually he stole Gabe Kidd's sassy pants, and he is just that's why he's so mad at Kaito, because Kidd wants his sassy pants back, and Kaito won't give them to him. But Kaito really rocked some attitude, I felt, going into this one, shocking his friend and teammate Keno. It was a very tense moment, having both these men in the ring doing their introductions. It's just the daggers that they were staring at each other across the ring before getting started was just, you could cut it with a knife. It was so thick. But when they got into it, I mean, we know how hard Kaito can hit. We know how hard Keno can hit. These guys held absolutely nothing back. In a really great way, you can tell how good a Kaito match is how crazy his hair gets. By the end of it, Kaito damn near looked like, what's that Dragon Ball Z guy, Goku? Or just straight up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keno pretty much looked the same. His hairstyle was pretty much the same. Kaito was all over the place. These guys hit hard. They absolutely destroyed the place. But in the end, it was Kaito who was able to get that upset pin on Keno, and it shocked Keno. You could see the surprise on his face at the end of that match. He was not expecting that outcome. Incredible match. Highly recommend. I told you to watch that match. I sent you a message as soon as I watched it.
I just haven't had a chance to. It's just
if you watch any match that show, it needs to be the 8-women tag match, so you can see how oh my god angry Bozilla got. And you need to watch Kaito versus Kano.
I plan to.
Insane.
Oh, so yeah, he's on the cover of a bunch of magazines there in Japan, winning the N1. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, the last bit of Noah news that I have.
Noah news.
It's more Noah news.
Noah news.
Yeah, just more Noah news.
Noah.
September 14th. September 14th. We've got Ryohei Oiwa versus Kaito Kiyomiya in Oiwa's final Pro Wrestling Noah match.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The real future ace is coming home.
Yay! Oh, please let him be coming home. I really hope he is.
It's all within from all speculation. He's coming home, baby. You're away. He's coming home.
He's coming home. I'm not going to keep singing. I'm not going to make you suffer like that. I'm so excited about this. This makes me so happy. I'm like, what better way to end his time there with his kind of like mentor, guy who arguably kind of stole him away from us.
Yeah, the guy who brought him to Pro Wrestling Noah for his excursion, and the guy who he did turn on him too. So like Oiwa turned on Kaito. So I'm down for this. This would be an amazing final match for Oiwa in Noah, and just to see them go at it one more time and then head back to come home and be the real future ace, unlike that Umino guy that's there calling himself the future ace, but
I mean, hopefully Shooter is taking the time he needs to heal up that injury that he probably should have withdrawn from the G1 with.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah.
So we have come to the end of another edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update, or for y'all on A Plus Productions, the first episode on A Plus Productions. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. If you are watching on OLE, whether it's live on the Twitch and YouTube or it's after the fact, thank you so very much if you're on Twitch. Please follow us on the channel, and if you want to, you don't have to, but you can subscribe to us, and we would really appreciate the support. And over on the YouTube, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Don't forget to hit us up in the comment section because we love talking to you. Don't forget to share us out to your friends, family, and just wonderful people out there. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you alert every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
And if you're listening on A Plus Productions, thank you so very much. And if you do want to get us in audio form, go to aplusproductions.com. Hit the you sign up for the A Plus Wrestling feed over there, and sign up for that. And thank you so very much. If you are listening, please if you can like us. If you can support us in any way, please just give us a like on the page. Join the Facebook group and join up. Just talk with us. We love hearing from you over on Facebook at A Plus Productions. Melball, where can they find you? Or actually, where can they? I was gonna
say, don't you go first on this?
Where can they find me? On the X at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, or on our YouTube page, youtube.com/@Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, where we have the NJPW Pro Wrestling Review, Dream Review, Marigold, Stardom Review, and Shop Talk covering the local independent professional wrestling. You can, again, like I said, you can find me on A Plus Productions Facebook page in the comments section. Come chat with me over there and go to aplusproductions.com. You can also find me right here if you are watching us on the OLE Twitch, on Twitch and on YouTube, our local establishment. Check them out. I will be back with the Marvel stuff on Wednesday, September 18th with my boy Old Ed as we review the first 2 episodes of Agatha All Along. And then Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on this show, Japanese Wrestling Update, on our local establishment every Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Unless it's not. And then we'll let you know on social media. I believe next week we will be live. I don't think we have anything going on Friday. I think that's the only one we're going to have live this month.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to our socials for the announcement on that one. You can also find me on Astro Bizarre's YouTube channel where we do our show Ladies Wrestling Showcase. Hopefully soon we'll have a very special edition of Ladies Wrestling Showcase where I will have my co-host right next to me. I'm excited.
I might have
Hopefully.
to produce that.
Yes, you will, because we might have to borrow that microphone of yours.
No, I mean, you just do what you did with me the one time, and I'll work for my house and produce it.
Remember how terrible the microphone was?
Okay, do you have a mixer to run 2 mics through? I'm just going to echo like crazy.
Maybe. I don't know what that is. We're going to talk about this after, but you can catch our past episodes on Astro Bizarro's YouTube channel. If you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling that we talked about today, you can go to the links in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com, NJPWworld.com, and wrestle-universe.com. It is 999 yen, or approximately 10 Canadian, for a Stardom and Wrestle Universe, but it's actually more like, for me, $7.50, which has been nice. I guess that means our dollar is doing okay. Winner, chicken dinner. It is approximately $14.50 for NJPW World, according to this guy over here. Still an amazing price to watch some amazing wrestling. And on Wrestle Universe, you can watch not just only Marigold wrestling, but you can watch Noah, you can watch DDT, you can watch, is it Senpai Girls?
Sendai Girls.
Sentai Girls. I think there's about 6 or 8 different Japanese wrestling organizations on there, so it's well worth the money you pay for that one. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Do I?
I don't know. You better hurry up, though.
I'm just looking for something.
We've got 3 minutes, my friend. 3 minutes.
Well, it's not here. So there we go. Here's that. Thank you so very much for joining us here. We do appreciate all of you. Thank you so very, very, very much for all that great support. If you're listening on any post-production, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're watching on OLE, thank you so very much. We appreciate all of you. We'll have a great day, and we'll talk to you again next week on the Japanese Wrestling Update.